Ahoy, hoy, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The O Show. I'm O, and I'm here for your amusement. Okay, you guys, so this upcoming Sunday is the Super Bowl. I don't know what number it is, but it's the Super Bowl, okay? And I thought I'd do something a little different today, so presenting my Yay Sports Spectacular! Okay, so we're going to do a little double feature review today. So I'll try to get into the sports spirit and watch a couple of new sport movies that are right now streaming. And they are right now both streaming on Amazon Prime, just FYI. Now, my first movie that I'm going to review is a movie called Champions, and it is starring Woody Harrelson. Now, I just recently found this movie, but apparently it came out March of 2023, so I don't know where I was or where this movie was, but I'm super late to this party. So, but I actually really enjoyed it. So, this movie again stars Woody Harrelson, and he's like an assistant coach to Ernie Hudson, and it's a pretty popular basketball team. And Woody's character is a bit of a hothead and gets into a little situation with the coach, so he's told to leave the game, and he goes to a bar, gets drunk, and ends up drunk driving, hits the back of a police car, and is arrested. So instead of going to jail, he's given the option of community service, and his community service would be coaching a basketball team, and all the players on the team have special needs, right? Okay, so when it comes to the actors playing the basketball team, I really, really enjoyed them. They all had their own personalities, their individualities. The jokes were hilarious. I thought they did a really good job casting the actors on the team. It's all dudes, and there's one girl. And she's hilarious too. Now, one of the players on the team has a older sister who's played by Caitlin Olsen, and she is also Woody Harrelson's love interest through the movie. So I thought she was pretty funny. Other than that, the only other big name in this movie is Cheech Marin, which, I mean, I guess he's being used, but whatever. I feel like these movies always have to have an older type. Whatever. So as the movie goes along, Woody's teaching the team how to play. They get better, and they actually do eventually at the end of the movie go to the finals. And I guess something comes up where Woody's given an opportunity to actually go back to his old job. Well, not his old job, but He's going to be back he's going to be back part of the team in the major, whatever the high thing in basketball is called. But, so he ends up leaving, and now he has to, have this option of, oh, should I go? And if I go, I'm disappointing the team. And, the whole time I'm watching this movie, I'm like, this story sounds familiar. Where have I heard this story before? Yes! This is pretty much the basketball version of the Mighty Ducks. So it's okay, so yes, he doesn't go to jail. He has to do something with the team, and he doesn't want to, but he does, and he grows fond of them, and then he has a choice at the end. Which one do I do? And then I guess he makes the right choice by staying with the team. Okay, Mighty Ducks for basketball. Oh, Lordy. So anyway, that's pretty much the storyline of this movie. But it's really good. It's a really fun watch. I wasn't bored at any moment. There's a really funny bus scene on this film. And there's a funny kind of running gag with this black kid in the movie. I thought that was kind of funny, and it is kind of I don't want to say full circle, but it was kind of interesting watching Woody Harrelson in this movie because we all know him from the original White Men Can't Jump. I say the original because apparently they made like this remake and it was awful. Awful! I'm not even going to talk about that movie. It's so awful. But, and so, anyway, it was fun seeing like Woody all young and stuff back in the 90s doing White Men Can't Jump. And now he's like this older guy and he's now the coach of the team. And he's not in bad shape at all. Like, Woody Harrelson is still like good looking Woody Harrelson. But it was just kind of like a weird full circle just seeing him like now be an older like coach and whatever. Like, anyway, that was me. That was me. Anyway, go check out Champions if you haven't already. Again, it is streaming on Amazon Prime. And we're back, y'all. Had to do a little costume change. Ooh, Mary Poppins. Okay, look. So the next movie we're going to talk about is called The Underdoggs with 2 G's. Why? Because Snoop Dogg stars in this one. Now, this one is 2024 release, so it's not as old as like Champions is. But we have Snoop Dogg playing a football player who he's kind of like he's not it anymore right now. So he's having to go to his agent and be like, hey, like you're supposed to be getting me stuff and work and whatever, and this agent is not having it. And the agent is played by Cal Penn, right? So Snoop like leaves his office, goes into his car, starts driving away, and ends up causing an accident with the bus. Goes to jail. And he's in court, and the judge, played by Candy Burris, is like, hey, you can either go to jail or you're going to do community service. And I watched this movie like, oh, hell no. Where have I just heard this storyline from? So, I just watched a basketball movie that pretty much redid the storyline to Mighty Ducks. But now here's a football movie retelling the story of the Mighty Ducks. However, I will say in this movie, when he gets sentenced to community service, it's really funny when the judge is like, I need you to go to the park and pick up dog shit. So, that's actually what his punishment is. But it's there when he's at the park, he runs into these kids playing football. And then after like an interaction with them and finding that one of the kids' mom, played by Tika Sumpter, is there. They had a pass. He's like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe I'm going to stick around and try to get with this girl, blah, blah, blah. And goes and tells the judge, like, hey, instead of me picking up crap, like, how about I just coach this football team? And I guess she agrees. So, there we go. Now Snoop is the coach to this team. And that's how that happened. You guys remember, like, the Little Giants, Bad News Bears? Gosh, I'm trying to think. Is it like, didn't Ice Cube do a movie, The Long Yard? The Long Yard? Is that what it's called? I don't know, but here's the movie poster. But there's a whole bunch of football movies with kids, but I do have to say this one was pretty funny just because of the fact that even at the beginning of the movie, there's a disclaimer that says like there's gonna be some swearing. Okay, it's gonna be an R-rated movie. We're gonna be swearing. The kids are gonna be swearing. Everyone's swearing. Just get ready. So it was kind of just refreshing to just. You already know Snoop's going to be cursing every 5 minutes. Okay, got it. But just his reactions to the kids, or interactions rather, and the kids' reaction back to him, and then their interactions with each other, and their cursing. I mean, come on now. We know the kids are going to be cursing. Especially if we have a whole team of black kids. In a park called Martin Luther King Jr. Park, like, there's going to be cursing going on. So, that was actually fun. It was just the way Snoop is talking to these kids is just hilarious. Because it sounded normal to me. So. Another funny part to this movie is Mike Epps is playing like an old friend of Snoop's, who I guess they were cool back in the day and they lost touch. So they meet by Mike getting into the car and trying to like not hijack. He's trying to carjack Snoop, and then they realize it's like, oh hey, it's me. So after they like talk and what have you, Mike's character is like, okay, I'll see you later. Gets out of the car, then runs to the car in front of Snoop, and then jumps into the car and like carjacks that person. That's so stupid. Oh my god. So yeah, you got Mike Epps in it, so the movie's like extra funny now because this guy's a fool. What I actually hated was George Lopez is in the movie, and just like in Mighty Ducks fashion, there's always that older guy who has to be like the wise person and who can I go to for knowledge and help, and they do that to George Lopez. Like he was, I guess, Snoop's old coach, and Snoop has nowhere else to go but to this guy. Like, really? So that's how they use Lopez, but break the cycle, y'all. Break the cycle to write something new. Oh, so speaking of new, when we get to the end and they're all winning and they now face the last team and what was that called? Final? I don't know. So look. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. So in Mighty Ducks fashion, Snoop is now offered like a commentary job at like a sports channel, and it's something that he's been wanting to do. So now that he's gotten popular with the audience and with the public, because now he went from like crazy 2J, JJ, I forgot his name, but now it's like, oh, he's coaching this team. They now want him to do like this TV program, which he agrees. So now we're at the part of the movie where he goes, oh, should I leave the team or should I stay? Like, I don't understand why there's always a decision in these movies. We know what's going to happen. One day I'm just going to be just so glad when I see someone just be like, fuck you, team, and then they leave, and then that's it. They never come back. I guess I got to write that one. But, yeah, so does he leave or does he come back? Well, it's a weird, stupid situation because he goes to the commentary show. It's his first day to announce that he's going to be joining. And I guess he has that second, he has that change of heart. So he tells them like, okay, y'all, I have to go pee. And then he like gets up and walks away and then leaves and goes to the park to join the team to watch them play their final game. And so what I don't get is like, first of all, how many of y'all use that line like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, I'll be right back, and then you like leave the date or like you just leave the situation and just walk out the door. So I thought it was funny. But what I don't get is like, he's supposed to be like this positive person now in the eyes of everyone. And you could have kept your job. Like, why didn't you just say, you know what, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate the love. I'm going to be honest, my team is playing today, and I think I should be there. So if you would be so kind as to let me go back to my team, I will be back on the next episode of this show. And because he was there. You're already there, so just be like, hey, you guys, guess what? I have to do commentator? I don't know. But I'm that new guy, and thank you very much. I will be on the next episode. Did he have to be there on that day? Like, he showed up. Like, I don't get it. It was really weird just for him to be like, I gotta go pee. And then he just leaves. Because football season's not all year. Well, I guess, okay. I was gonna say, like, he could do the show while the kids are in school, but I guess, like, commentators don't talk about football during baseball season, right? Okay, this is why I don't like sports. It's very super complicated. But I just feel like he still could have done the show and did something else. Like, it's so weird. And then that makes me wonder, like, how far apart is the studio in this park? Like, how did he go here to the show and then he goes here to the park and, he gets there in time to be like, hey guys, I'm Snoop. I don't know. So anyway, movie ends. Go watch the ending. Actually, I didn't tell you how the first movie, the Champions movie, ended, but it's really cute. Go watch it. I've told you enough. Yeah, I liked it. Other than that, other than the ending, it was a fun watch. It was a fun watch. If I have other movies to watch, but if I'm ever just like, I need background noise to something while I'm cleaning and dusting, I can just put that movie on again. It just, I already know what's happening, so I'm not missing much, so. I said for both movies, so. Yeah, so that was my Yay Sports Spectacular episode, you guys. Getting super excited for the Super Bowl, which really means I'm ready to watch the commercials, eat some food, and watch the Usher concert. That's all I care about. So, in the meantime, I'm going to rate both of these movies, since this is a double feature review. And honestly, again, if it wasn't just for the mess of this movie, I would have enjoyed them. But, if I wasn't a product of the 90s, Mighty Ducks was 90s, right? Yeah, it was 90s. I probably would have been like, oh my god, like, this movie's awesome, but, I grew up with all that, so been there, done that for someone like me. But, you know what, both movies, I give them both 3s. I give them a 3 out of 5. They're enjoyable. Yeah. So, cheers! Ooh, I don't even know what I want to say. I can't even know what to say. Oh, pour too much of that one. Okay, y'all. So, have you seen Champions or the Underdogs? Let me know in the comments below if you did. What did you think? And enjoyable. They weren't bad. You just had to get past the whole like Mighty Ducks thing. That just drove me crazy. Yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. Are you excited for the Super Bowl? Hey, football. Whatever. Alright, y'all. I will see you all in the next episode. So until then, TTFN. By the way, you guys, like, I don't know if you noticed in the first half of this video, I was wearing my Toon Squad jersey from Space Jam 2. Look, they have my name on it. I'm so excited. And then I didn't realize, like, after I got this in the mail, after I got this, the movie came out. And then the movie was, like, awful. And I forgot I even had this jersey. Like, I just found it today. Like, I remember, like, oh yeah, that's right, I did buy that shit, huh? Alright, well, it was cute. It was cute at the moment, but anyway. Alright, bye.